I'm just over 10 days away from my target date for taking the final GMAT exam. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate and describe some of my learnings from a critical reasoning question type practice set, which I attempted on day 36 of my GMAT preparation. Technically, I'm shooting this spoken part on day 37 of my GMAT prep. That is simply because I did not have time to record a debrief on day 36. My study session on day 36 was pretty short and targeted. I kickstarted my preparation for the critical reasoning question type. I attempted one practice set consisting of 23 questions. It took me 41 minutes to get through the practice set and another 40 minutes to conduct a thorough performance analysis. The 23 questions consisted of 12 easy, 5 medium, and 6 hard questions. I was able to answer 21 of those questions correctly. Let us quickly have a look at my question by question metrics on this practice set. As you can see, I did pretty well on velocity, answering most questions in under 2 minutes. But that might just be because the proportion of easy questions on the set was on the higher side. Let's focus on the two errors. As it turns out, both the questions which I answered incorrectly were rated as easy questions. The first was question number 5. Honestly, on this one, I just had a lapse in reasoning. I was too quick to eliminate option C, and that is what bit me at the end. You can also see that in my scratch work right here. On attempting this question again, I was able to observe that option C was not something I could easily eliminate. Thankfully, I answered this question right on reattempt. Next, let's talk about question number 17. This is one where I gave into what is a common GMAT trap on the verbal section. I like to refer to this trap as extremist language. I have spoken about this in one of my previous videos where I covered content relating to some of my reading comprehension practice sets. The simplest representation of extremist language is in sentences such as all zebras have soft skin or every tiger is a man-eater. It can be even more subtle. Taking medicine X guarantees reduction of all symptoms of disease Y. In simple words, extremist language occurs in sentences which leave no flexibility in what they are describing. Such language can appear anywhere in the verbal section. It could be in a passage, an argument, a question, or in the answer options. If you are selecting a sentence or a phrase which consists extremist language in the answer options, you must ensure that it is matched by similar extremist language in the question or the related content. If it isn't, you might be giving into a GMAT trap. This is an accuracy principle. Always balance extremist language. Let me also share a couple quick notes which might help you with critical reasoning. First, just as with the reading comprehension question type, I prefer to read the questions first on critical reasoning questions. I have spoken earlier about how that utilizes the psychological principle of priming to orient your brain to look for relevant details. So make sure you experiment with that and identify what works for you. Second, one of the biggest mistakes I see people make when they are in the process of learning how to attack GMAT verbal questions is that they obsess only on whether or not they pick the right answer to a question. That is a huge mistake which will significantly reduce the learning value that you derive out of your practice sets. When you conduct a performance analysis of your critical reasoning practice sets, you should ensure that you picked an answer option or eliminated an answer option for the right reasons. The best way to do that is to verify that your line of reasoning is consistent or at least in the ballpark of the line of reasoning recommended by the official guide. That feedback loop is what will help you build accuracy over time. Of course, a good GMAT coach can help you structure your reasoning and build a repeatable process which you can apply across all verbal questions. Alright, so that is all for this video. I know this was a quick one. I expect to share more in the next video. Remember to hit like, subscribe and bell and comment your heart out if you feel like so. I will catch you in the next video.